Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Another episode of D&D style RPG, guys. I know what you're thinking. I haven't been here in a really long time, and I sincerely do apologize. I've just been super busy, but I do want to continue making content. I definitely want to finish the story with the wizard, but let's continue. I don't really even remember what happened last time. I kind of read it before I started recording. But I know that we're in the middle of a war and we're about to go back into basically the nest of where we saw the shade that, the love temple, right? So let's continue. Let's see what happens. Hope you guys are doing great. Again, don't forget to do all the YouTube things. Like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you guys know when the next episode will be up. As of right now, again, I don't necessarily have a schedule. I do try to record, but family life, all that stuff always takes precedence to this. So let's continue. Again, hope you guys are doing great, and let's find out what's gonna happen next. All right, so we recovered some mana and we got our life. I think we rested. I think that's the last thing we did. So the temple windows are well lit, while all the surrounding houses are quiet and dark. You and Narissa have broken into one of those houses, an abandoned one, using your magical master key. Now, the two of you sit side by side, your faces nearly pressed against the glass of the window, overlooking the temple as you have been stalking out the temple. Staking, I think staking is the right word. A rather tedious activity. You have taken the opportunity to meditate and restore a measure of your mana. Cool. Checkpoint. Sweet. Okay, so now if we die, I think we can come back here. That's good. There's one. A guard of some sort, I suspect, on the balcony. Narissa points through the window. Tighten up security, I see, you say glumly. Alas, the sentries will have a view of the streets nearby. We cannot climb the walls or hope to use any back entrance this time. And what is this? Narissa points down at three men, two of which are dragging along a struggling woman whose wrists are bound and mouth gagged. The two dragging the woman carry sheathed swords. The third leads the others with a lantern held high. Villains, quick, we must aid her, Narissa exclaims. No, the temple guards will see us, and so we lose the element of surprise. You grab her arm and she turns towards the door. We must watch for now and learn. She returns to your side, breathing hard, her eyes boring down on the scene below. The men drag the woman up to the front doors of the temple. The doors open for them. The man in front steps out of the way as the other two shove the woman towards the threshold. The men then turn back and start walking back the way from which they had come. The woman does not run away. Instead, she walks forward, her gaze fixed ahead, straight into the temple. Temple of Eternal Love. Neville Scat, you seeth. I think we have established that the name is somewhat ironic. What I would like to know is why did she not run away when those come let her go? Shh, listen, you say. After a moment, you distantly hear it, a voice, more than one, and then the door of the temple slams shut. How disturbing, you say. Well, wizard, I believe our time of observation is over. I will not stand by and watch any more of this wickedness. The temple doors appear to be unbarred. Perhaps you can pull me up. They are bound and gagged, and the guards on the balconies above will think it all very good sport. A fine ruse, perhaps, you say. However, let us also consider the three thugs marching back into the city. Perhaps you and I should have a talk with them. Gods knows I would like to mete out justice to the trio. Nonetheless, in the meantime, what fate befalls the helpless woman, she asks. What do you do? Alright, so I don't think the plan is going to work this time. I think we actually do need to go talk to, not really talk to, you know what I mean, I'm talking to the three guards, try to maybe, get rid of them, and then just wear their armor and grab somebody else. I think that would be the better plan. So we're going to use try to capture one of the, only one? Oh, I don't know. Use captive trick. No, that's not going to work. Let's try. The two of you scramble out of the house and run up an alleyway toward where you last saw the trio of thugs. Remember, we need only take one of them alive. Narissa whispers from behind as you peek around a corner. The three walk the street ahead with their backs to you. You think you could easily kill one of them with a firebolt as Narissa charges up and down the second. That would leave one left. On the other hand, perhaps you could charm one and gain their aid. A sleep spell is another fine possibility. Although expensive in mana, they will not expect it and will likely all go down without a fight. What do you do? So we have enough mana. I think the sleep spell is pretty good. I think that's a good idea. Firebolt. What if I miss, right? Charm. I always feel like I'm gonna fail, even though it's worked like 100% of the time. But I'm gonna go with the sleep spell. That way we don't have to fight. We don't get hurt. I think that's a better choice. So let's put them to sleep. Stepping out of the alley, you cast your spell. All three of them slump to the street. Nice! You and Narissa drag them into another alley as gently as you can to prevent waking them. By the time you have finished binding and gagging them, the leader of the three wakes up. What is the nature of your villainy? Narissa demands. The man is startled to find himself in this predicament and strains against his bindings while attempting to shout through the gag. Narissa kneels down, pushes his head against the street, and calmly says, As you can see, I am a cleric of Alathia, and as such, my oath is without contestation. Answer my question to my satisfaction, and I will leave you here alive. Do not, and I will kill you all, one by one. After taking out the gag, the man, who you later find out is a priest of Nerul, is not initially cooperative. However, after Narissa ruthless bashes in the head of one of his accomplices, he becomes more informative. On whose orders do you do these deeds? Narissa asks. Our orders are to feed the monster with the meat they prefer above all other human flesh. It is said this beast preferred children's flesh above all else, says the priest. Narissa's eyes widen as she adjusts her grip on her weapon. They go to be eaten willingly, you ask? Not by their will, no. The flying horrors within the temple sing a bewitched song few can resist. And why do you not follow their summons too? Asks Narissa in seething voice. As we near the temple doors, we stop our ears with these. The swordsman pulls two small ovals of wax from his pocket. You rummage through the pockets of the two nearby corpses and find a set of earplugs on each of them. Narissa makes a face when you hand her a pair, but reluctantly takes them. Who orders this? Narissa asks. I know not her true name. She is known as the good lady. She is certainly high-born. She has such eyes. You know her not, and yet you do her bidding? You ask. She is not one to disobey. She commands many in this city now. Narissa and you question the man at length, but can get little more out of him. He seems confused at times, and when you press him about the good lady, he only rambles on about her eyes and terrible beauty. And then Narissa clubbers him over the head with her mace. Why, you stammer? He is not dead, or at least killing him was not my intention. She bends down and checks his pulse. She then pulls a rope from her pack and begins binding him. We must not waste any more time. I will remove my helm and wear your cloak over my armor. You will pretend to pull me to the temple doors as though to feed me, whatever it is that lies beyond those doors, and we will enter with these. She holds up the earplugs. Soon you have a rope around Narissa's neck and are pulling her up to the temple doors. Her hands are clasped behind her, hidden under your cloak that she now wears. You look all around in search of danger, but can hear very little, thanks to those rather effective earplugs. The doors open as you approach. Once inside, you quickly pull off her noose and exchange her helm for your cloak. The temple entrance chamber has high, ornate, vaulted ceilings. There are statues of all manner of beasts inlaid into the walls, and, to your amazement, the bodies of these statues burn bright with green fire. On the floor, a few paces ahead, is what looks like severed and mangled leg. Faintly, Through the wax in your ears, you can hear singing. It is beautiful, and yet there are raspy undertones that send chills down your spine. Looking over toward the source of the sound, you see 3 monsters take flight from a ledge built into the wall ahead. Wow. So they're like gargoyles, I guess. I'm not sure. They look kind of creepy, not gonna lie. The monsters soar up into the air using mottled bird wings. Their upper bodies are of woman, mostly naked and smudged with blood and grime. Their lower bodies resemble vultures, with large, cruel talons. As they sing, you can see the glint of sharp teeth. They begin a slow, circling descent. The one in the lead has a long dagger clenched in one fist. Harpies! These are dangerous predators, you realize. What do you do? Wow. Are they coming at us? I thought they were coming at... are they coming at us? I guess so. Now, we are on the 10-minute mark. Actually, 11 minutes. Guys, so I did decide to go back to roughly 10 minutes. It's just easier for me for the lunches. But oh man, this is hard. I thought they were attacking like other people. I didn't know they were attacking me. I thought it was just kind of like an spectator. But since they're coming at me, we may have to do some firebolts in this house. You know what I mean? I don't think Narissa's gonna be able to help me this time because you know it's harpies. They're in the air. She doesn't really have a bow. She's more like a club sword user. Although she has magic spells too, right? Because she's a cleric. She can heal us. But I don't know what to do, so you'll have to stay tuned for the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you very much as usual for watching my videos, and I will catch you guys in the next one.